Okay, busy day today, so it'll just be this one stream and probably just this one trade that I put on yesterday. So the 250 did hold up, if my time frame is correct here. What did I get here? Yeah, so yesterday, when I was saying I was hoping that this candle would turn into like a kangaroo candle followed by a bullish engulfing. I got kind of what I asked for. It was not exactly a kangaroo tail, but it's definitely a candle with big wicks, kind of a not quite a doji. This is your doji candle right here. This is what's beautiful. I got faked out by this, um, thinking that this bullish momentum was going to happen off of this candle, but it actually happened somewhere down here. The 250 ended up holding. So bullish momentum smashed right through into profit. I didn't try to bounce this back down with any kind of shorts. So just the win to make up for the three losses. It's fine. Like I said, I'll take three wins, uh, or rather three losses for every win. I will take that. I'd rather it be two, right? I'd rather it be better, but I can with a 25% win rate like that, I can still be profitable. It's just a really small margin. Uh, this strategy should be way higher than 25% though. It should be closer to like 40 or 50%. It's just a matter of catching all of the correct moves from the quarters, which I haven't done. That's what lowers my win rate because I'm not always there to take every single move off of the quarter, and in fact, I probably missed a good 30% of them. So that's the discrepancy in the win rate, the missed opportunities. Anyway, there is a divergence that we're seeing. Momentum, the prices have made new highs compared to before, compared to May 17th, but the highs of the RSI are lower. So we have bearish divergence. And again, lesson learned from yesterday, trying to take it too close leads to a fake out. More often than not. So what I did was I could have done the same thing as front running the the 250, which stopped me out. I could have done the 675. I still wouldn't have gotten picked up if we have more of a if the momentum dies even further, and it comes in, I might take the buy stop out of the 675, similar to how I wanted to do here. Off the 3000, this was also a win. So off the 3000, I was entered, I got picked up, and then this candle kind of scared me. Like, but not that much because it just looked like it was going to be a pullback. And once it crossed the 33075, I was like, you know what? I'm confident enough to even add to this order and take and double my leverage essentially, and ride it up all the way to the 250. And then really what I should have done was taken this from the 33,000 even to the 500 and the 250 to the 750 because there's room for in my opinion 500 off of each of those moves, typically. um, I wouldn't take it from the 500 through the 750 into the 34,000 because that's a little bit of a weaker area, but definitely between the 33, the even 1,000 and at least the 500, I think there has been more times than not that it clears the full quarter. Obviously, the stop will get adjusted along the way. Once you pass the full quarter, because here's what actually happened. I have a win from the 33,000 to the 250. But I have 3 losses after that because I was trying to either bounce. I was wrong about where I wanted to bounce this back down. Um, and then the 250 ended up holding up. So consolidating all of that into just one big move was that if you could stomach the up and down, um, is actually better. And I noticed that a lot, especially on the Dow. It's tough to stomach something like that when you're in a range like this. But one of the things that I guess I forgot that I'm now realizing is there was definitely room from a major level for a higher reward risk ratio. So still keeping my pips, 75 pip stop loss, but aiming for 500 with the plan to move the stop at break even um, at the 250 or treat the 250 in this case, move the stop up to the 175, right? Wherever would have been the entry from the 250. So at least you lock in 175 points, and then when it breaks, or trail the stop up for every low. So there's many different ways to do that, or don't trail the stop up at all and just you know just ride the entire roller coaster all the way to the end. Sometimes that leads to big disappointment though, because I've tried to do that before. So I'm not mentally prepared to do that, but I am mentally prepared to start shooting for 500s when the opportunity reveals itself. Uh, and we'll get into the criteria for what those are later. Um, First, I want to just like it's hard enough, and it's enough of a task to just get 250s on a consistent win rate. I've been better more recently in the past 2 months. I've been better than the previous 3. In other words, the first 3 months of January were pretty awful, and the past 2 months, April and so far May, have been a lot better. I've just been better at. The big change was trading less. So the tendency to overtrade had me perform very terribly in the first 3 months. But since I made that shift, can't remember which stream I kind of declared that I was making that shift, but after that's where things started to turn around. Fewer trades, and one of these days when I'm not as busy, I'll have to do another account breakdown because I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't done that since I went on vacation, which was in March. So I'll have to do a weekly account breakdown, but it's just been one crazy weekend or Friday or event or whatever after another that just keeps making me forget that. It's important though, so I gotta either do it over the weekend or something. I don't know. All right, so that's the only trade that I have. I mean, we're trading into the weekend here, so I'm not really gonna look at this until probably Sunday night or Monday. I don't really expect much action. Momentum's kind of dying off, and the price is just choppy. And even if it does move, there's not really that much I can do about it. This is kind of interesting to take a shot at the 500 here, back up to the 750. It's kind of interesting. What's more aggressive than that is playing this area to hold. I know it's an overnight area, but you have this area, this little zone, I don't know how this printed. It was so weird. There's this gap here. It did technically get filled, but it's just an area to indicate there's a lot of buy orders here. Period. Which makes sense because they were all used up. All the sell orders were used up back here. So This is aggressive. I could take a shot here. I could take a shot at the 75 once it goes down here. So I will do that if it goes down there. I want to see what it does when it goes down there first.